Let's get it poppin'. Welcome to Money Monday. We are back. Another Monday. We are blessed to be here. I hope you guys are having a great and wonderful day. I can't believe it's already Money Monday live time. So you can tell how my day is going. But let's get into it. Today, we're talking about taxes. Taxes, and more taxes. And I figured that's a good topic for us because you can't escape taxes. Like, people who aren't even on this earth anymore still have a tax return that needs to be filed. So there's that. Let me try and get it popping so you can see me. Hi, it's Jayla, your wealth best friend. I'm here to help, guide you through the process of getting to wealth. Because that's what we're here for. That's all that matters. We want to be wealthy. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Rishana's in the house. Oh, Jazz. We got Octavia. I'm happy to see y'all. Y'all know the drill. Y'all the regulars that I appreciate for coming live. If you have anything that's going on in life, put it in the chat. Taxes. I hope everybody is working on their taxes. I'm gonna keep saying it until the deadline hits. Work on your taxes. Don't ignore those tax forms. Because like I was saying, even people who are not here on this earth anymore, the IRS is expecting their final return. So you cannot escape taxes. And if you do, it won't be for long because they're going to come. I live in the most notorious state, like the FTB, the California Franchise Tax Board. They don't play. So, given that, taxes and understanding your taxes and actually going through scenarios based on the decisions you want to make and looking at the tax ramifications, the tax consequences, always a good thing. Before I get too into taxes, I do want to say that my coach inspired me in boxing this morning. He was like, I want to be up like Bitcoin. That's the kind of energy I need in my life. Yes, Coach Justin. We all want to be up like Bitcoin. It's skyrocketing, but taxes, don't touch it. There's no taxes if you're just watching the rise, watching the fall, watching the rise. But the minute that you touch your Bitcoin, the IRS gonna want a piece. They're gonna want some of that. Same as when you win the lottery, they coming. And if you choose that lump sum, they gonna get their money up front right now. If you choose the amortized amount, the amount where they give you payments for the rest of your life, then they get their money as you get the money. So taxes is always gonna be a part of our lives. And that's why I call it one of the keys to wealth. And it's something that you should be paying attention to. Hey! Alexandria is in the building. I know she agrees with me with taxes. She's a full-on CPA. Taxes is a key to wealth. You want to navigate it well. And I actually just had my meeting with my tax provider, and I got so much work to do. Even though I've been preparing and gathering, and my tax situation is way more complex than I mentally prepared myself for because I have a lot of schedules. Y'all got to remember, I got 2 businesses now. I have rental income. I have a trust. I have income from stock dividends. Yes, you're going to see those on your taxes. You're going to get a 1090 for them, usually consolidated. So my taxes are it's something that I have to work on early and I have to be prepared for early, and you should too. I also had a conversation for those with kids, those who are thinking about saving for their education, about whether I should have a 529 account or a irrevocable trust, or just keep the money that I'm investing for her education in an investment account in my name. My thing was, I don't want to lock her into a 529 because you can only use that for education. I'm the parent that I ain't trying to force you into this life. If that's not for you, it's not for you. What's for you is for you. I want you to be able to find that out without, your mom insisting this is what you got to do. And I'm pretty sure if I put my money into a 529, I'd be like, girl, what we're not about to do is let this money just sit here. And now I got to find somebody else to give it to because you're the beneficiary and you're not going to school. With a 529, if I did decide to put money into it and she didn't go to school, I could take a penalty, and it might be like 20% of the money plus the money that I take out would be taxed. Or I could put it into an irrevocable trust, but that also means trust taxes at the highest rate, and I'm taxed yearly on that and have to file another return, making my taxes more complex. But it does give her the freedom, or me the freedom, to say, you can use this for education, you can use this for a house, you can use this for a car, you can use this for starting a business, you can use this to take care of you, maintenance and support. So I'm looking at the tax ramifications of the decision to try and figure out what's best. Do I just keep it, allow it to be taxed to me, and mentally I know this is the money that I'm setting aside? Do I use a 529 account? Do I use a trust? Decisions I gotta make. Hopefully I'll let y'all know what I decide. Taxes and knowing your tax rate, your tax bracket, your adjusted gross income is going to help you figure out if you even qualify for a STEMI. I know a lot of people right now are trying to figure out, hey, we got a new bill. They're talking about a new stimulus package. So do you qualify? You don't know unless you get to it and you learn more about your taxes. Or making sure that you're not going to be subject to estate taxes. You got to have a plan, because if you leave here and don't have anything written down on paper, you haven't checked in with an attorney like me who plans your estate and helps you figure it out. Like I said, the IRS going to come in. Go check out Prince's estate. IRS just told all of the advisors for the return that they submitted, nah, that was too low. We believe this estate is valued way higher than you put on this return. Fix it. So they're battling the IRS right now, the estate. So you got to have a plan. He didn't have a will. He didn't have a trust. So it's been a mess. And that's another hurdle to his heirs, his siblings, getting any money and keeping all of that wealth in the hands of the banks, the attorneys, the courts, and the IRS. Don't do it to yourself, please. And I know you're thinking, well, I'm not at that level of wealth. A lot of you guys are starting businesses, you're creating trademarks, you have social media. You do not know what is going to happen to all of what you create after you're gone. So I was reading about, I think it was Bob Marley. When he died, he didn't have a huge estate, but he didn't leave estate planning documents. His dad inherited his estate. By the time his dad died, it was worth over $100 million. And that ended up transferring to his dad's, I think it was like a stepdaughter or a daughter that he adopted. Might have been somebody who never even knew whose estate she was in control of. Don't do it. But that's just to show you, it doesn't have to be worth anything now, but if you protect it, that same plan that you created could still help 50 years, 100 years however many years down the line. So you have to build, protect, and control your legacy. You owe it to yourself and your family, and don't give it all the way to the IRS and the courts and the attorneys. So taxes also comes up in a lot of the posts that we were talking about. We had, if you want to go back, we were talking about home costs versus stock costs. Tax is a major factor in that. I think I used an example of $1 million property. There's a lot of property taxes that come along with that. There would be taxes if I decided to rent out that home. I get taxed on the income. Versus stocks, I'm going to get taxed on the appreciation, the gain of it, the dividends if I sell, the dividends if I get any. So taxes are always a part of your life. Get comfortable with them. Fall in love with them. Or at least find somebody who does love them, does want to walk you through those scenarios. I had a 2-hour conversation about examples of how to set up a business. And, legal side, I just need to know whether you want to do an LLC or a corporation. But when you look at the taxes, that may change your decision. You may want an LLC, you may want an S Corp, you may want a corporation, a C Corp. You have to sit down and look before you make these decisions. Don't just trust LLC to Twitter. So this is just my plea on this beautiful Money Monday to get you to look into the tax issues, the consequences, the benefits of all of the decisions that you're going to make, currently making, all of that. I'm going to double check to see if we have any more questions. So happy to see all of y'all. Yes, Alexandria, this is why it's important to work with a qualified professional and not LLC Twitter. LLC Twitter is going to have you thinking that you can do it all by yourself. You can expense everything. There aren't limits, Don't do it. There are even some financial advisors who are going to tell you, oh, you can do your estate plan. Just go on to LegalZoom, or I can do it for you, knowing that estate planning is the practice of law and you need a law license to do it. There's that. Other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful Money Monday. I'm around if you guys need me. Wealth Best Friend, out. Have a good day.